If you want to start FPV, you want to have an absolute blast in the skies, but you don't want to break the bank, there has never been a better time to get flying. We're going to be looking at the Meteor 75 with the P1 VTX, and it is absolutely outstanding for just how much fun you can have for such little dollars. So in this video, we're going to break it down, have some fun, and show you why if you're starting out, the P1 system is looking better than ever. G'day, Stu from UAVfutures here, and be honest, when you started FPV, how much money did you spend and what was your gear like? Because I would have killed for something like this. The Meteor 75 is a tiny little lightweight drone, and we can actually fly around with some HD, and it's not going to break the bank. It's coming in at about $130, I believe, and the flight experience that you're going to get for this, for newcomers, you're going to have an absolute blast. Alrighty, so I've turned off my scales, throwing it on there. It's coming in at about 37 grams. You can put some larger batteries on here, but this is a 680 milliamp hour battery. It's 54 grams, and you notice it is a little bit larger than your standard sort of very small whoop. That's what it is with these 75 sizes. You can get smaller ones, but this offers a great alternative when you fly around inside and also outside, because you're going to see this thing is no slouch. It's got plenty of power. Flipping it over, you can see this is one of the stars of the show. We've got this tiny little like all-in-one flight controller ESC sort of combo. It's easy to replace your motors, but the real one that makes this special, and that's what I love about this one, check this out. We have the P1 version right here. So for $130, you're going to get something that's going to be HD. It's going to be compatible with the new headset that's come out from Beta FPV as well. Now, to be frank, these goggles right here are not my favorite goggles. I find them a little bit uncomfortable, but for a beginner, a lot of the box goggles out there, they're not the best. Anyway, of course, I would prefer to fly DJI, and with my goggles 3, those are like $600-700. This pair of goggles and a cheap, like $130 digital drone as well that you can fly around, I think is exactly what this hobby needs. So that's what we're going to do now. Check out this flight footage, and remember, for $130, how do you think this performs when you see the footage that you're getting back and having a blast? So let's do it. Rip it around in 3, 2, 1. Boop. Alrighty, so we've got the chicken here. Let's hit play and watch this in action. And what I really want to show you is how much I started to get comfortable with this craft. We do crash a few times. It does get stuck in the mud. It was an absolute trooper. It kept going, but check out these visuals. You got to remember, this is like a super cheap VTX. I would have absolutely loved to start flying around with this. I'm sort of just getting used to it, feeling what it's like in the air. It does perform really well. The actual flight times were pretty impressive as well. And remember, this tiny little craft, it's no slouch. So I'm trying to do some little dives and everything here. It's not going to be a racer. It's not going to be for long range. It's not going to be for those pro freestylers. This is aimed for beginners who want to have an absolute blast. They can fly this thing anywhere. It's not intrusive. It's not going to upset anybody. You can see there's no oscillations. There's not any vibrations. And the big part for me that I keep harking on about is you can fly digital now in a cheap drone and just have so much fun. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to jump towards the end of this because I think I do start to put the throttle up a little bit faster, just seeing how far I can push it. And I think we have a little crash coming up as well. But that's where it's amazing because you can just do some like little flip over after crash and get it unstuck. So I think it's when I try to go through the veggie patch right here, I hit a little piece of string that I had some tomatoes. I got quite lucky there on the mulberry tree here, but there's some tiny little details that I didn't see that string until it was too late. And then now this is us after I've disarmed and I've put it back into flip over after crash mode. We're ready to take off again. And look, still heaps of power, heaps of fun, just shrugged it off. The detail of the P1 system, it's not going to be for everybody. When we talk about latency, you do feel this more than, say, a typical analog version. And there is analog versions if you just want to get. I think that's like $100 or $110 or something. We'll check that out towards the end of the video. But yeah, flying through the house, indoors, outdoors, wherever you are, like racing this thing through the office. This is exactly what we need. When I started FPV, this is what I want. And I think for the price, it's very hard to argue that, man, $130 for digital FPV with an all-in-one board. It was super easy on elrs, bound up to my radio in about 2 seconds. These visuals, like I'm in love with this sort of craft. This is what I like. Beginners having a great time, getting flying, and just getting good value kit. Now there is some things coming out with the new headset, and you might be able to get some different VRX options for this new ArtLink system. I don't have any info on that. I haven't tested that. But as far as like flying around this headset and this drone, it was a lot of fun. The headset's not my favorite, but the beauty about this, I actually forgot that I was wearing that headset and I was just into flying the drone and having an awesome time. So anyway, I do have some closing thoughts though, but yeah, let me know. Like this looks good, right? This is not just me. For a beginner, like I love it. Alrighty, so overall, what do I think about the Meteor 75 with the P1 VTX? I think it is absolutely amazing. Flying this thing around, I actually forgot how uncomfortable I find those goggles because I'm so used to the premium experiences. But if I start at FPV, this is exactly what I would want. A fun little craft. I can fly indoors. I can fly outdoors. I would have killed for something like this when I started the hobby over a decade ago. It's here. Yes, you are going to notice a little bit of latency. It's not going to be for those HD0 races or anything like that. You can do a little bit of freestyle. But what I love is you can fly this in almost any environment. It's not going to break the bank, and it's safe as well. So it's not intrusive. It's not going to upset people. So if you are looking to start FPV, you just want something fun. You can fly around parks, offices, homes, your yard, wherever it's going to be. This kind of can fly anywhere. This is right up your alley. And for $130, like, I think it's absolutely outstanding for a digital option. It might even be cheaper, actually. Let's have a look here. What the Meteor 75, you can get some DJI versions and stuff, but if we just got the analog version, what's that coming in? That's like 110 US dollars. So for an extra 20 bucks, you now have a digital version to go and fly around with, which I think is exactly what that hobby needs. So anyway, I'd love to know what you think. Subscribe for more FPV related content. Go check out DIY FPV. And as always, happy flying.